A flush. Looks like I win this one. You might have had a shot if you hadn't gone all in at the end there. A win's a win, though. You're paying double for your info this time.
Talking about what?
It's guy stuff. Way too dirty for the likes of you. Now shoo.
Why are men like this? Asshole!
Okay, time to head to our first point of contact to find out what we can about these two jackasses that have conned a lot of people out of their money through the game of poker. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. However, before we head on over to Dr. Lonkai's place, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a quick chat with Hal to see what she can tell us about the situation we're investigating. I honestly don't blame Hal one bit for being pissed off about what went down. Oh, these buttons, so many of them. I keep forgetting what each of them do. Jeez Louise. But the reason why we're fast traveling back to the hotel, ladies and gentlemen, is because before we head on over to Dr. Lonkai's place, we're just going to quickly submit a SP report to up the grading of Arkwright Solutions.
Gotta keep this up.
Oh, we're just short. Never mind, looks like we're going to have to solve a few more 4 SPGs before we can get the grading up. So without further ado, it is now time to head on over to Dr. Lonkai's place. But let's see if we can actually access anything else from the cooking menu. If I can remember to press the right goddamn button. I'll definitely take that. Yeah, I changed my mind during the menu thingamajig or menu options. Alright. Yep, from the looks of things, it's just Dr. Lonkai's place. So, without further dilly-dallying or wasting time, let's head on over there to gather what information we can. Because the longer these jackasses are out on the street, the worse the people that are wandering them are. If that makes sense. And here we are, a short walk around the corner, and we've officially arrived at Dr. Lonkai's institution. All right then, Doctor, what information have you got for us? I wonder if this chicken person is the one who pointed Van, Agnes, and Ferry in the direction of the Harbor District to find out some additional information about the location of the Genesis. Well, I'm guessing there's only one way to find out. And before I forget, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of my The Legend of Heroes Trials of Daybreak series. I'm Shadowstar91 here. And we've officially arrived at the next point of information. So... Oh, hang on. Thank you. Ah, so it is the same guy that was in the upstairs portion of the hotel. What's he doing down here? Grab another thing of V headphones, because I definitely like those like that costume attachment. Right then, time to gather some information.
Look at you! Working your ass off! Think I could tag along? Oh, great. With this jackass tagging along with us, it is going to be very hard to keep a low profile. Thanks! Hope you come back soon!
Oh, fucking hell.
Word on the street is you got into another
I had a feeling he was popular, but this bloody popular? Fucking hell. But at least we've reached our
Sorry to
next
worry
point
you,
of
ma'am.
contact.
Appreciate the concern, though.
Hey, Aaron. Thanks a bunch for the help earlier.
Maybe I should have
Big
waited.
pops, but you'll be on your own from here. Got it?
Hard to get anywhere with you around, you attention-grabbing punk.
You can definitely say that again, Van.
Sorry for being so popular. I can switch into my costume if it would help.
I don't know why that always makes me chuckle every time Aaron calls it Van an old fart.
Let me ask you
But
something.
without further wasting time, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? However, before we call on said experts that Van just mentioned, we're going to investigate a couple of more points of information. Oh, hurrah! That, stubbornly annoying journalist has buggered off somewhere. Just as long as she stays out of our way, I am more than happy. Gonna take a slight detour. Almost forgot where the exit was then. Bloody hell. But here we go. First point of information. Let's see what this individual can tell us. Okay, so breaking this down, we have bracer, police officer, and highway spy. Bracers don't usually get involved until innocent blood is being spilt or being injured. Highway spy, they might have taken action already if they were involved. So the only logical explanation left is the police officer, because the other two have their limitations and or they only get involved when they need to get involved. So we're going to be choosing police officer. Thank you for the information, but that ain't gonna be happening. We're gonna be taking these jackasses down. Oh, it's the petrolhead or gearhead jackass that we raced before we entered Longport. What the hell is he looking for? But seriously, take your fucking time, because we do not give two shits about you. Okay, so next point of information. Let's see if this individual can point us in the right direction.
That's probably all the relevant info we're gonna find.
Now it is time to venture to a specific spot to go
next
over
on the
what we've
agenda?
learned, so we can actually
race
devise
now?
a counter plan to take these
No,
assholes
we're
off the
stopping at the
streets
park so
once
we
and
can
for
go
all,
over
so
everything.
the
No
individuals in
hell-raising.
Longport can actually enjoy having their money around. And looks like we're heading to the same spot where we took up the substitute sensei job. But I'm definitely liking the aspect of being able to free roam at nighttime whenever we travel to another city within the country, if that makes sense. Yeah, I had a sneaky suspicion that Van was going to enlist both Hal and Jack to aid them in their counterplan against these two assholes. So without further ado, let's venture back to the bar and see if they can actually aid us in any fashion. And the reason why I'm not choosing fast travel right now, ladies and gentlemen, is because I want to explore the Eastern Quarter a bit more at nighttime, and I'm just glad no one's screaming out for Aaron's name right about now. That attention-grabbing punk has had enough attention for one day. And speaking of the bar, here we are. Let's see if Jack and Hal are around anywhere. And speak of the devils, we require your assistance. This right here, this is karma catching up with you, sons of bitches. Once we deal with your Jaeger dropouts, you two are gonna be next. Alright then, punk. Let's see what you got.
Going all in. Get ready.
Okay. Alright, got them both in one strike. Boom. Not as much damage I was hoping. And again with that move as well. But also, if anybody does hear me hesitating, stuttering, struggling, and or botching any of my sentence pronunciations throughout any of my videos, ladies and gentlemen, with me being an autistic individual, so me being on the spectrum, talking is not one of my strongest points, but I'll do my utmost best to bring you all the best content that I'm possibly able to. Oh, I like that move that Aaron just did. But that takes care of that. Now you two jackasses are going to answer for what you've been pulling throughout Longport. So our three options are the guild, the police, and Hayway. I have a funny feeling the guild and or the police are not going to be harsh enough with their punishments when we turn these two jackasses over to them. So we are going to be choosing Hayway because they are going to be the only ones who will deal with these jackasses the correct way after all the shit that they have been pulling. So chosen Hayway, now it's all up to them.
That's a wrap. Ha! Love to see it.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Alright, we finally reached Chaos Rank 1, and I'm finally glad we managed to increase that a little bit. But on that note, that is going to bring today's episode of The Legend of Heroes, Trials to the Daybreak to a close. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. And if you did, please do myself a favor. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, along with the bell so you can receive notifications whenever I upload anything new to my channel. So join me next time for when we pick up the action where this episode left off. So until then, I've been Shadowstar91. Stay safe out there, take care, and I'll catch you all in the next episode of The Legend of Heroes, Trials to Daybreak. Bye-bye.